it's like every time I take like a break from picking up the camera, from shooting a vlog or whatever the case is, whatever you want to call it, and I get on camera for that first time and I hit that
Many unbearable hours later.
I don't know, man. It's just something that's just so refreshing about hitting that Europe. You know what I'm talking about? Europe. You know what I'm talking about? What is good, y'all? Welcome back to yet again another episode of J.I. Productions. It's your boy J.I. and I'm back at it again with another banger video for y'all. As y'all can tell by the title, the thumbnail, and the surroundings, you know what I'm saying? Currently in Vader right now, man. We're actually on the way to my boy Twins' house. We're gonna kick it for a little bit today. Your boy's off, so I thought I might as well pick up the camera, open up a vlog, get a video in there for you guys, man. It's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute. Let's see how long it's been since your boy's uploaded a vlog.
1 hour later.
Bro, it's been a fat minute. It's been 34 days and 14 hours since I uploaded a vlog. The last vlog I uploaded was a new chapter. That was the JIHQ reveal video. If you guys haven't seen that video, be sure to go tune in with that vlog. Drop a comment in the comment section down below. Help your boy out with some of the ideas on how we're gonna set up the new shop. But yeah, man, it's been a minute. Honestly, I didn't know it's been that long. That's crazy. I honestly had no clue that it's been that long. I actually filmed a video for you guys on April Fool's Day that was supposed to drop on April Fool's Day, and I didn't upload it solely because, bro, like the April Fool's, like, oh, I sold my car, or oh, somebody stole my car, or oh, my car has been in a wreck and it's totaled. Like, bro, that trend was just old. Like, everybody was doing it. So it was just like, y'all know me, man. If you've been a part of the JI squad for a minute, if you've been watching the vlogs for a while, then you know, like, I tend to like veer away from the things that everybody in the crowd do. I tend to like try to just, you know, go with my own flow, stay in my own lane and do what I do, what I feel like is cool. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, since everybody and their mother was doing it, content creators and non-content creators, bro, like everybody was doing it, I was just like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna drop this video. However, I did touch upon a couple things that I wanted to mention, you know, and update you guys on, you know what I'm saying, in that video. So I thought, why not, you know, make a different vlog and do it in this vlog. So that being said, while we're on the way to Twins' crib, I'm gonna go ahead and update you guys on kind of where my head is with this car, bro. So if you've been watching for a while, then you guys already know, but if you haven't and you're just now tuning in, I'll give you a quick little rundown, and then we'll move forward. This is my 2021 Camaro SS 1LE. It is a 10-speed automatic. I did not get the 6-speed manual. It is currently bolt-ons and tuned on E85. It is not full bolt-ons yet. There's a couple mods that I can do to make it full bolt-on. To run through the mods real quick, what's done to the car. As far as the motor, I'm not gonna do the whole car, I'll just do the motor. We've got inch 7/8 Speed Engineering catless headers. We've got an E85 flex fuel kit. It is tuned on E. We have the LT2 intake manifold that is ported. We also have the LT1 throttle body that's ported. And we have a Rotofab cold air intake with the dry filter. Other than that, that's pretty much all the modifications on this car. It is one of the most basic bolt-on setups that you can have. It just works, you know what I mean? It works really well for what it is. Shout out to my tuner, RK Speed, the GOAT. Now, to get into the topics that I was saying I needed to update you guys on. So the current exhaust on this car is a exhaust that was sponsored, you know, the build was sponsored by a company called AWE. Now they sent out their track axle back exhaust, which is basically a muffler delete with 4.5-inch quad tips. Now you can get those in either silver or black, and I went with the regular silver option just because the car is already black and I feel like the silver will pop when it's clean. So that's why I went ahead and went with the silver option. Now that being said, it is just a muffler delete. Now my car, as I said earlier, has long tube headers that are catless. I also do not have a resonator. These cars don't come with resonators. So I just have 3-inch connecting pipes to a 3-inch X pipe that leads back to the 3-inch AWE track axle back exhaust. So this thing is pretty loud, bro. Like pretty loud. As you guys can see, we're barely anywhere near the RPMs. Like for real, for real. We're, let's see, I'll get it up there just a little bit. See, that was barely 2,500 and the drone was crazy. You know what I mean? Like, interior was pretty bad. So imagine what the exterior is like. So that being said, y'all, I've been thinking about switching up the exhaust setup. However, I don't want to switch it up all the way. Let me explain. I said, I currently am running the AWE axle back, which has the 4.5-inch quad tips. Now, the mufflers that I would like to put on this car are obviously the fan favorite, the Corsas. I would love to get a set of Corsas for the back of this car. However, the only thing that I do not like about Corsa is the size of their exhaust tips. No diddy, don't act all weird, but yes, I feel like the tips are too small on the Corsa exhaust. So, that being said, I got an idea. I was like, bro, the tips from the AWE exhaust are perfect. They literally fill in the diffuser exactly how you need them to. Like, it's not overbearing and it's not underwhelming. It's literally perfect. So that being said, I don't want to get rid of that look, but I want to turn the volume down. You know what I mean? I want the sound to drop a little bit. And I'll give you guys a little sample of what we sounded like in this tunnel right here. Like, it sounds good, bro. It sounds really good, don't get me wrong, but it's just hella loud in the mornings. And now that I got a house, like, look at this. This is windows cracked and I'm barely at 2,000 RPM and the thing is screaming. It's screaming, bro. So that being said, I'm like, bro, let's just be, you know, the better person, the better neighbor, the considerate neighbor, and throw some mufflers on the back of this thing. So that being said, like I said, I really love the Corsas. I love the sound that you get from the Corsa exhaust. I love the fact that there's no drone. It'll definitely be perfect for my baby girl. You guys know she rides with me literally every day in this car. So, you know, I definitely think about her and take her into consideration when it comes to modifying this car. So that being said, my plan, right, this is what I want to do. I want to leave the exhaust exactly how it is, except for one main thing, the axle back. I want to put a set of Corsa mufflers on here. However, I want to keep the AWE exhaust tips because I feel like they're the perfect size. So what I'm planning on doing is hitting up my boy Luis over at Aces Performance, seeing if they have some of the universal Corsa mufflers, and then going ahead and buying those, putting them on the car, and just having them custom fabricate the AWE exhaust tips onto the Corsa mufflers. I feel like that combination is gonna be perfect. And here's why. One, I'm not gonna have any drone anymore. Two, the car is still gonna sound phenomenal when I get on the gas. And then three, the exhaust tips, I'm not losing how perfect the rear end looks with those exhaust tips by going the Corsa route. And then number 4, and this is the best part of it all, I'm still reigning true to my sponsorship with AWE because I'm keeping their tips on the car. So everybody wins, literally everybody. You know what I mean? I get the dream exhaust note that I've had for this car in my mind for years. I get the dream aesthetic, you know what I mean? Exactly how I like the rear ends of my cars to look. I can keep that. And then on top of that, baby girl, when she's taking a nap, you know what I mean? I won't feel as bad being on the gas going down the highway because there's not going to be any drone. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section down below what y'all think. I personally think that if we can get the exhaust tips to fit onto those mufflers, like, I'm never going to want to change the setup. Now, the final thing that I will say as far as the setup goes, you guys remember, if you've been watching the vlogs for real, then a couple months back, you guys would know, I picked up a set of dumps for this car for when we go to the track or whenever we go to Mexico. So that being said, what I want to do is have the mufflers and the dumps get V-band clamps welded onto them. That way I can cycle through the exhaust at the house. You know what I mean? So say I'm going to the track, it's a last minute decision. I can just jack the car up and literally take the mufflers off, buy the V-bands, and then attach the dumps to the car via the V-bands. So it's like, it's a win-win. So I believe that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. You know what I mean? But you guys let me know your ideas down in the comment section down below. If y'all have any other exhaust companies that y'all rock with, I know Borla's a good one. I do like their Attack exhaust. It sounds good. I do really enjoy the fact that you retain that pop whenever you start the car up. 6th gen Camaro owners and 5th gen Camaro owners, you guys know what I'm talking about. These cars, when you start them up after they're warm, they pop on startup, and it's pretty gnarly, you know what I mean? So I know with the Borla Attack, you can still retain that pop, and it actually makes it louder. So I don't know, we'll see, man. It's kind of still up in the air. I gotta talk to Luis, I gotta get some pricing, I gotta see if they're even able to do that, which I'm pretty sure they are, but you know, it's always best to ask first before just pulling up. So that being said, y'all, that's probably gonna wrap it up for this video. Probably leave you guys with like a little baby pool. My tires are freaking bald, so I'm not finna go crazy by any means. I'll do a 60 out of 3rd. Oh no, never mind, I lied. I'm sorry, y'all. They're too bold. they're too bold, bro. I can't even do it. I was gonna stay on the freeway a little longer and try to do them, but I can't, bro. Like, I got on it and I could feel them spinning without even going anywhere. Like, I can literally feel them spinning. I'm sorry. I'll get on it though for y'all. Just a little bit, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Just get on it just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I know you guys love hearing that exhaust note at Watt, so go Watt for y'all real quick. But like I was saying, man, that's gonna wrap it up for today's vlog. If you're new to the channel, man, do your boy a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed to the channel, do your boy a huge favor and turn on those post notifications. It helps me out tremendously, especially because of the simple fact that your boy hasn't been uploading like crazy. So my algorithm right now is mad low. So every post notification that's turned on, every like, every comment, you know, it all really helps the channel. So if you guys wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying, looking out for your boy and doing those things, dropping a comment, smacking that like button, and turning on the post notifications, bro, subscribing if you haven't already, it definitely helps the channel grow. We are on the road to 10K, man. I know we can do it, you know. I just need more, and I need y'all to tune in more. We can do that though. That's simple. That's a simple task, right? But without further ado, man, that's gonna go ahead and end today's video. I'm gonna go ahead and roll that outro, and I will see y'all in the next one. Hold on.